Dunk.
All right. All right, what's going on, guys? It's your man, HouseBuyingBrian, part-time real estate investor. I do a lot of creative real estate deals. It's kind of my niche. I'm here with Jennifer. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Jen.
Hi, guys. Hey, guys. Jennifer West Granahan here. You guys may know me from my YouTube channel. I'm a wholesaler, investor, and mentor, and human being. And that's it.
So real quick, I want to tell y'all how I kind of connected with Jen. I seen that she was on IG and she was had a YouTube channel, and she does a lot of lives on Q&As on her YouTube channel, and she has a lot of success stories actually, and been doing it a while. Tell us a little bit about like how long you've been wholesaling and everything.
2010.
Wow, so you're a vet in the game, right?
Bro, total vet. That's why when I see some of these new groups and people are like stuck on the minutia, like, oh, you can't use a Gmail account, they're not going to take you seriously. Wrong. I, to this day, still use a Gmail account. The seller nor my buyer cares about my Gmail account, homeboy. They don't care. They care about their return on their investment. They're not thinking about that. It's like people are too stuck on, when you're a newbie, you don't need all these systems.
Oh man, I try to tell people that all the time. They be like, "Oh, how to do my logo and my color and my company name and my LLC." I was like, "Look, you know how to close a deal."
That's it. You could use your phone, okay, your computer,
my website, and I'm like, "Oh my god,
it's too much. You don't need it, okay? Honestly, you don't need it. You can make the money and then think about all that other stuff that you add as needed.
Yeah.
Okay. You may not need all that stuff. So, everyone's end game is different. Okay. So wholesaling to me, in my opinion, should be a means to an end for me, because I'm not trying to build a $2 million wholesaling business, because to me, wholesaling is a hustle. Okay. I want to work smarter, not harder. I'm not trying to hustle 50 million deals a year. I'm trying to, buy apartment buildings.
Exactly.
And have passive income.
A couple 100-unit apartment buildings.
Yeah, okay, 10, 16, 18, build up, okay, and have that time freedom, okay, and then help other people do the same thing, because I believe, honestly, yeah, that's at the end of the day.
How you gonna steal my goals?
Okay, well, that's why we're in sync, and it's no coincidence that we connected, because at the end of the day, I know that, yes, I love real estate, okay, but what do I love more? I know now that my purpose is to help people see their greatness and their purpose in life.
So that kind of segues into like what this is all about. So I told you how I found Jen. I seen that she had YouTube. I seen that, she had IG. And not only was she having success stories with her students, and I could tell she's been doing it for a while and she's making money as well. The thing was, she also had in her bio personal development, which I find it funny. Some of the most successful people in the world, the multi-millionaires, they'll talk about it. But the people that are just starting out with lower levels of success, they really never talk about personal development and things like that. And so when I connected with her on that, I seen she was in the personal development. I am as well. Then all of a sudden, we just meshed perfectly when we started talking about the law of attraction.
Huge.
People think it's like hocus pocus and like, what is that? I want to make money. Forget all that. I'll learn that stuff later. But
right.
That is what this little interview is about. So why we decided to do it is because I think that the law of attraction and all of that goes on with your focus and your clarity and what, your results are things that you have like actually created yourself, whether it's good or bad, you did it, and just increase awareness on how that works. So talk about that, Jen, as far as law of attraction and stuff like that.
Basically, to simplify it so people could start putting this into practice now, okay? At the end of the day, whether you realize this or not, Okay, whether you realize this or not, because it is science, it's physics, what you think about, what you focus on grows. What you think about in your mind and what you're focusing and visualizing in your mind grows. So we live in a society where people tend to focus on things that they don't want. They get anxiety from it. They make themselves sick from it. Okay? Whereas if you were just to flip-flop that and focus on what you want, okay? See what you want to create in your mind. Because at the end of the day, it grows. Okay? So basically, so when you feel yourself going to a negative mindset, okay, you need to shift yourself back to something that you're either grateful for or what you're trying to create. Because where energy goes, it grows, okay? So if you're focusing on, I hate my life, I hate my job, I hate this person, I'm so fat, that's all toxic, and all you're doing is
It multiplies.
Yes, it
grows. When you
grows.
think about something you don't want, it's almost like you start a spiral effect on other things you don't like. So,
100%.
Okay, this food is nasty. Oh, and the lights, it's not clean on the floor. Oh, and that waitress, like, it just seems like you get momentum in that direction of negative thoughts.
100%.
In turn, causes negative feelings inside.
100%.
Negative results come. It's like, it's crazy, but I didn't mean.
Energy. That negative feeling is your energy, okay? And your vibrations. So, you know, Brian mentioned earlier that it's not hocus pocus, and it's not hocus pocus, okay? You could try this on little things, okay? So now when you apply this to wholesaling, because that's what we're talking about, we'll apply it to wholesaling, okay? You focus on everything on that deal going right. You do your part for the deal, okay? Let's rewind for a second. Let's rewind to you realize that everybody, each individual is essentially a co-creator of their lives. You are a co-creator with a higher power, whoever you believe in, Buddha, Abba, Shaba, Lala, Source. I like to call it Source, okay? You
God,
are
universe, yeah.
God, universe. You are co-creating with that power, okay? So you do your part, and the key part is to believe that what you put out there and the higher power is going to bring circumstances, people, opportunities to support that desire, okay? So
and it works just like that, but your radar has to be focused on those things to recognize them when they come in.
And you have to evoke the feeling as though you have already received it, okay? So I always tell people, how are you gonna feel when you get that first $10,000 check? How are you gonna feel? Okay, right, you're gonna like have a sigh of relief. Like that feeling that you're feeling excited and you feel like, okay, now I have a cushion. Okay, like, and I did it, now I feel confident. Not just everybody else did it, I did it. Feel that now, okay? So it's harder for people to feel the good than it is for them to worry and feel sick and anxiety, you know, which is bizarre. So that's why society has trained us all wrong. Okay, so you have to reprogram your mind. You have to realize that essentially we are limitless beings, okay? When I say limitless, and I hope this doesn't go over, you know, some people's heads, but when you think about a flower, okay, a flower does not rush or struggle to bloom, okay? It just blooms and blossoms, okay? So with that being said, it's you do your part, believe is huge, okay? Because if you don't believe, at the end of the day, what are you doing? You're blocking your blessing, okay? You have to let it go and live your life, okay? So for example, I'm the type of person that's, and I'm gonna rewind it to when I first started wholesaling, I am a workaholic, okay? I'm the type of person that's like, work. Nope, not going out. I need to work, okay? And you just work and you're overworking yourself, like you're too much, you're pushing too hard. Okay, so therefore creating a resistance to your goal, okay? You have to do your work, let it plant, hatch, go out to a movie, go out to enjoy your life, be happy now,
Believe
okay?
it's already done and let it flow, yeah.
Exactly, and then you know what? Watch the magic happen. It's like, holy cow.
So let me ask you this, Jen, when did you, because of course, we weren't born walking, talking, you know, understanding. When did you come into this realization of this whole law of attraction thing? Because when I'll be honest, look, I'm in this business to help people and also make money, you know, and also create my freedom in the mindset. So even somebody like me, I'm gonna keep it real. Like when you hear something like law of attraction, I'm like, but I know it is real. It is the truth. And, you know, I know when I kind of came into contact with it and understand like, wow, this is what it is. When did you, tell me about that experience for you?
Okay, well, the whole actual, I'm going to give you two experiences of how, I'm going to give you two experiences that actually apply to wholesaling, okay? But first I'll rewind. First of all, this whole mindset, I was always an optimist, okay? Always an optimist. And I always was doing this. I just didn't know what it was until I saw Wayne Dyer, okay? And I don't know if you're familiar with Dr. Wayne Dyer, but he talks about all this, the power of intention, the power of changing your mind, blah, blah. And I was like, wow, this is what I do already. I didn't know it was a thing, you know? So I didn't know it was something. And then I just...
I said, you just built like that, all right?
Yes. You know, so I was like, holy cow, you know? And then, so Dr. Wayne Dyer helped me elevate it to the next level, okay? And then it goes in layers. So let's fast forward, because I don't want to bore anybody, okay? During my first year in wholesaling, I was one of those people that spent an enormous amount of money on training, okay? Almost embarrassed to say how much I spent, because you don't need to do that. And now they're even more money, which is a shame, because it's a whole structure of how people do that. Well, I'm not even going to go into that. Let's just say that if you're watching me, don't you dare, boom bostics. You don't need to do that. Okay, so I did that, and the person, whatever, didn't treat me right. She teach me for my market. So I still had to learn the hard way. So at the end of the day, I was going through, like, the mindset wasn't right. Like, I just felt, because I'm an action taker, I just felt like I was burning both sides, you know, and I just wasn't getting anywhere. So I just said, you know what, I gotta revamp my mind, okay? You know, at this point, I'm still in my gratitude journal. I write in it every day, okay? And we can discuss that at another time. And I just said, okay, I have 15 bandit signs left in my truck. Let me put those out. And you know what? The person that needs my help is gonna find me, okay? My whole mindset, even my energy, like my body shifted. I was intense, okay? I put those 10 to 15 bandit signs out,
man,
okay?
I love it. Go ahead, keep going.
Put them out. Only 10 to 15. This is not like 10x massive action. You know what I mean? This is like, homeboy, 10 to 15 signs, okay?
What you gonna do with that?
My mindset was like, I know it. Like, I know it. Like, I just knew it. So I put them out, okay? And let alone, yes, I did get a contract, okay? I did get a deal from those signs, okay? It was a 10K assignment fee, motivated seller, done and done that month. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you something. When you have faith and trust into the universe gives it back to you tenfold. Okay, so yes, I closed that deal. Okay, you know what else came to me? I always encourage people to call other bandit signs. Okay, call other bandit signs, network with them. Don't take them out. Don't pick them up. Okay, with your lack mentality, call them, network with them. Okay, teamwork makes the dream work. I had someone that I called months ago call me back and say, hi, you know, you called my band sign, blah, blah, blah. We have this deal. It's in this luxury market. We don't have a buyer for it. Okay, to set up the scenario, the ARV for this house was probably a little over $1 million. And they had it under contract for 5 and change. And they didn't have a buyer for it. Okay, so great deal. And I had like 3 builders, 2 active that I've actually worked with, but 3 that I could reach out to. 1 took it, okay? Another 10 grand, okay? So that was 20 grand just from wholesaling, okay? But because I cleared my mind and I was licensed at the time, I was actually had a couple of retail deals that closed that month too. So just that month, and I'm not a braggadocious person. I'm telling you what my mindset did for me. Okay. Yes, I did the 10 grand assignment fee with my little 10 to 15 bandit signs. I had a wholesaler call me up, and all I did was call my buyer. Okay. The universe said, bam, Jennifer, Okay, now I'm gonna give you this one too. And all I did was, it was like 10 minutes of work. Do you want this? Right? And then, okay, that was the easiest 10 grand I ever made. Okay, like that was literally 10 minutes. Okay, you do the math. You know, 1,000 a minute, right? Okay, and then, you know, I had some retail deals in the pipeline.
It's funny because in the beginning, like the skepticism, I used to think like, man, are they telling the truth? But I'm laughing because it's so real. It's almost crazy.
Oh, this is.
I haven't quit my job yet, man. But anyway, that's a different story.
This is honestly, this is like even made me have my aha moment too, because in my gratitude journal, you know, I put the $10,000 in my head, and I go back to my gratitude journal, and I actually said that I wanted to make 20,000, okay, that month. And I made my 20,000, okay, I made my 10,000, and I made my extra 10,000, and then I closed my little retail deals. So I made like 39K that month, okay? And the reason why that was a 39K month was because I got my mind right. It wasn't that I did anything different, okay? It was that
you didn't work harder?
You know what? I actually had more fun. I actually went out to dinner. Okay. I actually went out and enjoyed my vino. No straw. This is actually water. Okay. But I went out and I said, you know what? I have faith. You have to believe. If you don't believe, okay. Now, the key with this is that you have to take action. Okay. You take action, you plant the seeds. Okay. But your mind is the soil. Okay. And then you put it out there. You believe. You did your part now. And then watch the magic happen in more ways than one.
So plant your seed on fertile ground.
Yes. The mind is the field.
That's funny that you talked about a gratitude journal. Let me show you this. Look, check this out. This is like 2015. Look at that.
Wow.
Wait up. Check this out. Look at the beginning. It's all tore up. Look at the beginning of it.
There you go.
Inside of the cover, look what I did. This is it's a leather. 2015. That's 3 years ago. But people never see that. Look, I don't. You know.
Bravo.
And this is what I seen because I kind of did.
Yes. Very powerful. Vision boards. That's a good segue into the next.
Yeah, this is inside. Look, this is inside of a journal.
Yes, right.
You got a date on it, right? 3 years ago.
Yes, there's power in seeing your writing and writing your goals. Okay, we will go into a gratitude journal. Okay, on another video, or you know, if you want, we can talk about it in this video. But it's very powerful. Actually, let's talk about gratitude.
No.
Okay. Very powerful. That's a good segue because gratitude is something that we need to talk about. We said that what you focus on grows. Okay, so the essence of the gratitude journal is that you're writing down what you're grateful for now. Okay, and feeling grateful for what you have now. Okay, if you're not grateful for what you have now, you cannot expect
more.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you write what you're grateful for now. Okay, and why you're grateful for that, and go into that authentic abundance. Because when you are in an authentic state of abundance, okay, you cannot feel worry and anxiety at the same time. You don't know how many times that I've spoken to people and they're like, Jennifer, I look forward to doing my gratitude journal now. I just feel like so light, and they look forward to it. And then you do the other side, which are gratitude, goals, desires, intentions, and you write your goals and desires as though you have them now, and visualize it and feel it. Okay, how are you going to feel when you go on that vacation? Okay, the feeling is powerful. How are you going to feel when you surprise your wife or your husband with a trip to Tahiti? Okay, and feel that excitement and how you're going to feel. That feeling is great.
Yeah, that energy, that feeling is and it's magnetic. It's magnetic to.
It's bringing it to you. It has no choice.
Yeah.
It has no choice but to manifest. Okay, so another quick story to inspire people, because the reason why we're doing this is we're really hoping to have people make a shift in their mind. Okay.
Focus on that. That's the hard work.
Yes. Okay.
We have habitual thinking patterns. And the hard work is getting the mind or your mindset right and trying to think like you need to think. Actually doing the work, wholesaling, meeting with sellers, signing documents, negotiating, that comes easy when you're thinking right. And, and you know, your mind is in the right place. It flows. It's just as easy as riding a bike.
Yes. And not, you know, we're not just talking about business. We're talking about your whole life will be abundant. Okay. Right. Love, relationship, health, everything falls into place. Get your mind right and the rest will follow. Brian knows I always say, master your mind, master your life. Okay. Because most people go in life and their thoughts are not of their own. Okay. They're of the newscaster. Okay. You know, everyone buys the same car. Everyone buys the same pocketbook. Everyone buys the same baby stroller. Everyone's like a robot, you know, wake up, eat breakfast, go to work, eat dinner, come home, go to sleep. Okay. Wake up, eat breakfast, go to work, come home, eat dinner, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward 70 years. Okay. And that was your life.
Unfulfilled. Okay? Yeah.
So now let's just to inspire people again about, I encourage people to create not only a vision board, but a financial vision board, okay? A financial vision board. Now, this is a vision board where I have people put a check in the middle, write that check in the middle to yourself for what you want to make for the year, okay? I used to just do that. I used to just have them write one check, but people didn't believe that one check, okay? So now I revise it and I have them put all checks around that one check in the middle, okay, to add up to that check in the middle. So you see a journey. It's not just the big check that they don't believe. Okay, it's like $5,000, $10,000, $6,000. Okay, so I had a student do that. She's in California. Okay, she had already come to me with a deal. Okay, and we closed the deal. Now I want you to guess. She made a fee that was not typical. Okay, guess how much she made. I'll give you, I don't know, I'm feeling generous. Maybe I'll give you 2 shots to guess.
25,000.
Okay, guess again.
30, 33, 30s.
Okay, wrong and wrong. Okay, she made, ready, drum roll, do the drum roll.
Look, vibration.
60K, 60. That was an assignment fee. Hold up. That was an assignment fee. It wasn't a double close. It wasn't a Michigas, you know, transfer the LLC to the rights. It wasn't anything sophisticated. It was an assignment fee. Okay? She said, Jen, you know, first of all, she texted me the check. It's one of the only checks that I post because you guys know I don't post checks. She said, Jen, do you know what? Do you know that on my vision board, one of my checks is $60,000? And I said, I am not surprised, baby girl. You manifested the hell out of that because she did what she had to do. And that $60,000 fee for her first deal, are you kidding me? That's called manifestation at its finest, honey. And she already had her mind right when she came to me. I just help her, you know, keep her in track, okay? So she doesn't derail. We're human. We're all going to derail. But some people have a harder time putting themselves back, okay? And she made $60,000. Are you kidding me? Okay, so what you focus on grows. It has no choice but to manifest. It's science.
And it's funny, if you don't believe it and you think this, what are they talking about? Look at evidence of everything you see in life. The people that talk about violence and violence and killing and stuff like that, what happens? They get, you know, involved in violence and killing. The people that talk about sickness all the time and feeling bad, they usually always are sick.
100%.
Always talking about haters and hating and haters. That's the ones that get the most haters.
100%.
The people that talk about love and stuff like that, I don't know. I might be delusional, but I feel like I don't have any haters because all I talk about is love. It's like, how you gonna hate me, bro?
Right.
You hate me, I love you though.
Exactly.
I just feel like whatever you talk about and focus on,
it grows.
Get it.
It has no choice, guys.
That's how it works.
It has no choice. So, I mean, your homework assignment and the takeaway that you should get from this is to learn to keep your mind focused on what you want
what you want.
Right, as opposed to what you do not want. You want to close that $10,000 deal. Focus on it. Feel it.
So let's talk about real quick because I don't want people to get confused because it's such a, like, you know, that movie, it's a thin line between love and hate.
Yes.
There's a thin line between, like, when you're thinking about what you want. So I want to make sure people are clear. Just like lust and love is different. Okay. Pleasure and joy is different. They see, but you can be confused to think it's the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So when you're thinking about what you want, I want people to understand that here's a difference. If you're thinking about, man, I really want to do a deal, and you're thinking about, man, I haven't done a deal.
Right.
That's two different things.
Blocking. Thumbs down.
That's two different things. Mm-hmm. Or, man, I want to make $20,000 this month. Or, man, I'm not even close to making $20,000 this month. Right. You think you're still thinking about that $20,000 this month, but you're thinking about it totally different.
Right. The self-talk.
You're going in two different directions.
Self-talk.
You're thinking about the lack of what you want, not exactly what you want.
Right.
Pay attention to your feeling.
Yes.
That's another key.
Huge. No, that is the key.
Because it's too hard. It's too hard to think about, to monitor your thoughts, because the brain thinks thousands of thoughts per minute. Like right now, my brain is probably, I'm talking to you. I'm probably thinking about the time subconsciously. I'm looking at the sun. I'm noticing that the trees are green. Like all of this subconsciously, I'm thinking. Right. So you can't really monitor your thoughts. The best thing is to monitor your feeling. And you talked about that energy. So if you're feeling a type of like feeling that's not good, maybe you're feeling down, maybe you're feeling depressed, stressed, anxiety, or anything like that, stop. When you're feeling bad, stop, and then think about, what are you thinking about? Mm-hmm. Chances are you're thinking about something that is causing that feeling.
Horrible. Horrible. Control your mind, control your life. Create your life with your mind. Like I told you, whether you realize it or not, you are creating every day with those thoughts.
Now, right now, we're creating. In this present time, I'm creating the future.
And we are hoping, our goal, in teaming up on this collaboration, is to get you guys to really see that you, and only you, not your circumstance, not this, not blah, 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 have the power to create the life you see for yourself. And we're telling you the basic steps to get started on how to do that.
So with closing remarks, so we want to keep this one short and sweet. We may, come back on another series, but for myself, I would say how to start incorporating this for you to be, because a lot of people are like, okay, yeah, that's cool, but I want to make some money. I'm about to tell you how to incorporate this to make some money.
That's the whole point. We want
it's not detached.
That's why we gave those examples, okay?
Yeah, it's not detached.
It's gonna pour. When it rains, it pours.
It comes in. So this is what I would do. I would put my goals in front. Jen, I got so many vision boards, it's crazy. This is a digital frame. Look at this.
Yes.
I'm not cuckoo. Look, this is a look.
Yes. That's what you need to do.
Look, didn't you say as it's already happened? Like, so what I would do is I would just start focusing on, I would get a journal and I would start writing all your goals down. I would have digital images of the things you want and exactly how you want it to be. And you'll notice and just be happy. Because when you look at that stuff, you're going to get happy. You feel a certain way. And if you just do the work, but don't stress, just know that, okay, this is what I'm going towards. As you move day by day, different options and opportunities are going to come on how to make that happen. That's just how it works.
You're going to see it. You're going to start to see things happen. You're going to be like, holy cow.
I wanted to, and as you have your goals down there, it's just going to come on ways to make it happen. And you can't be scared. You can't be nervous. You can't, be reluctant. You just have to take your opportunities as they come and just keep moving forward. And after a while, you're going to notice that you have everything that you have, visioned. So how would you say people put this into action?
First of all, I agree with everything that you said. Okay, that is what they should be doing. First of all, make sure that you're mindful of where your mind goes and what you're feeling, okay? Something easy that you could start off with is the gratitude journal. That's number one, okay? And a morning gratitude ritual, okay? Now, the morning gratitude ritual, that is not something that you write down. It's just in your mind. And you wake up and you're grateful for your bed, your sleep, okay? Someone's sleeping on a cardboard box that night, okay? You put your 2 feet on the ground, be grateful that you can lift yourself up and walk. That someone's, reaching for a cane or a wheelchair. Okay, you're walking to the bathroom, be grateful you have a toilet. I know this sounds so silly, but it's really not, because there's still somebody going to the bathroom in a dirt hole. Okay, all this is doing is you're focusing on everything that you're grateful for, because we take so much for granted. We're so spoiled that we take so many of our just conveniences like hot water, okay, and your morning coffee or your tea for granted. So you focus on that gratitude. Okay, and then you expect great news that day. Okay, you say, and then evoke that feeling. Like if you have a happy dance, like yes, or like a music, just evoke that feeling of excitement, and then watch what happens. I can't tell you how many times I've done this, even when I feel like hell. Okay, I have to be mindful and shift it. And I said,
find it. Whatever you're looking for, you're gonna find.
100%. So control your mind. Okay. Remember, what you focus on grows. Period. Whether you realize it or not. So focus on what you want. Focus on closing that deal, getting your buyer, having deals in your pipeline, okay? And honestly, it has no choice but to manifest. Focus, take action, be grateful, and believe.
I love it. So Jen, where can they find you? If they want to get some more Jen?
You guys could find me on my YouTube channel, which is Jennifer West Granahan, as well as Instagram, Jennifer West Granahan, okay? And if you want to email me, you could reach me at createnextlevelsuccess@gmail.com.
Okay, and myself, HouseBuyingBrian, you can reach me on Instagram, HouseBuyingBrian with an I. I think, is my IG with an I? I hope so.
Something with that vino.
I know, right? Yeah, HouseBuyingBrian with an I. Okay, and on YouTube, it's my full name, Brian with an I, Brian, last name IREGBU. That's how you could get in touch with me. So, man, thanks, Jen. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
We'll connect later.
Yes.
Peace out, y'all guys.
Peace out, guys.